Welcome everyone to more Hearts of Iron for Illinois. In this part we will continue to advance in the west and we'll probably go ahead and attack Texas. Now, let's get this going. We do have a war goal on Idaho, so once our troops are deployed, let's finish the air doctrine. So once our troops are deployed, we shall actually get going with that. Now, select all. We have the capacity on this airfield, we do, excellent. We've also got quite a lot of other airfields out here that we can use. We've got 400 planes that we can put here. And then we've got 400 more planes here. And then 800 more planes, which is going to be a lot here. We can change something. Looks like only a political advisor. Well, none of those are useful, so we'll just get that out of the way before anything weird happens. Now, they are starting to deploy troops at my border, which is very smart because I am going to attack them, which is exactly what they don't want to happen. However, it's not like that I really care about what they want. Now, I'll get to tactical bombers working only on strategic bombing. The reason for that is essentially my close air supports are going to be already doing a lot of work ground attacking, so I'm not going to need per se any other sort of bomber unit. Well, actually, these guys will stay in the central USA for a bit. Actually, no, this is the west coast, so I'll just... Okay, they're already assigned, which is good. However, I feel like they may have an air force, so how long is actually the war going to last? Quite a bit, okay. They may actually have an air force, and they do appear to have one, but I'm not sure if they'll use them. We've got a bunch of fighters over here standing by, which is going to be really useful. So we'll get them flying in there. And 650, that's 700, that means 300 more, which is exactly this amount. And then these guys will fly to the other airfield. Select all and go to the west coast. Let's see if they are all actually doing things. No, they aren't, of course. Close air support is going to be good for us. And then also some fighter air superiority. Good. Now, is our army ready? Looks like it. They've only got one division still planning. Which one is it? They're not important. So we'll attack. I'll take everything off AI control, at least for now. We'll have a couple of divisions just to march up from the south. And we'll quickly take over Idaho, because we want to prevent them from getting reinforced from Oregon. Oregon is definitely going to be the stronger of the two to take out, so we're going to want to sort of get done with Idaho quickly by just charging in and then letting our sort of superiority play its part while we wait. Now, they're attacking us with a lot of troops, 13 divisions. We're going to have our Air Force working on it, and that's going to help. That's good. That is promising. I mean, the fact that we're on the mountains and we've got such a huge amount of airplanes coming in really helps out with the attack. Now, all of the Idahoan army is kind of trapped by the capital, so we'll just finish it off quickly. And then we'll reconstitute the front line to deal with the other guys. Now, we'll just get everything working like this, and then once our troops are ready, I will take them off AI control again and just begin the better sort of maneuver. Now, I do want the capital ship effort. I do remember that. And looks like they're almost ready. I would definitely like a strong flanking attack from down here, because really, I'll actually bring the extra armor divisions in as well. Because really, I don't want to fight these 7, I want to surround them, because they're in a pretty good spot to get surrounded, so yeah. However, carrier free is good. We will want perhaps battleship free. Maybe light cruiser free is going to be better because we've got a research bonus on it. So that's decent. Still got a lot of resources missing, however, it's not really that much of a big issue. So once these guys are up here, good, let's attack. We're going to leave 1 infantry division behind once we have the area under control. Wow, that was a quick victory. Okay, so they were pretty much smashed immediately. Just for safety, we're going to leave 1 infantry division behind. We've got behind them, and we've got the other sort of part working on this one little group of men, which is pretty damn effective comparatively to the other sort of army group that they had, but we will defeat them anyway. So we've actually overrun a whole bunch of them, which is excellent. I don't want to attack there lest I sort of entice them to retreat, which is not what I want. So I'm going to push up with my armor and try to get to this province to surround these divisions, however many there are. And then we're going to leave these guys surrounded and have the infantry go at it while the armor pushes on. They will be quickly dispatched, which is good. Then I'll move in more troops. Actually, I forgot to put them off AI control, but that's fine. And I just want to know, okay, so you will just continue to Salem. You will continue onward like that. In the meantime, however, is there someone that's not moving? These 2 guys all attack the enemy over here, just to prevent them from escaping. That's good. And then we'll attack this one other group with all that I've got, and come in from behind, just to finish them off as quickly as possible. So they do actually have the Air Force over here, but it does look like they are outnumbered. It's only 140 planes, which is not exactly that great, comparatively to just the sheer amount that we've got. So they're not going to be too much of a danger. Taking the capital, and we've surrounded how many divisions? Looks like 7 divisions. Perfect. And now we'll finish them off, along with a push to Portland and to the sea. This is their only port, so we're gonna take it. Prevent anything weird from happening, like I don't know, a random volunteer from just spawning on the port. Now, Naval Bomber 2 is gonna be good for our naval carrier sort of battle groups. And then we took the capital, well, the new capital, Portland, and we're just gonna push through. Whereas in the south, we're gonna bring in all of our men and make this sort of assault. Good. There's the capitulation. They've got some stuff running away, but it's not really that bad. Take all states. Take all states. Good. Now I'm gonna fabricate on Washington, who has Washington on their flag, because they are just so very original about their stuff. Now, over here, the Socialist Republic of Mexico is allied with a few people. However, at this point, I don't want to fight them yet. Perhaps because, see, fighting Texas right now would mean that I come into contact with Mexico and I'm in war with Mexico. Now, I don't expect Mexico to do really anything too weird to me, but still, they would be probably kind of annoying. Now, let's get actually a couple of admirals going. Now that our fleet exists, I will want some admirals, definitely. I mean, the fact that we start as a landlocked minor is definitely really bad, because admirals are really important for naval battles. How many troops do they have? Doesn't look like a lot. Only 8. Okay, so let's redeploy half of our mechanized force to the border with Washington. And we'll just put a very simple plan in action like that. Now the other half, aka, okay, all these guys are going to be redeployed. I feel like taking on Mexican Socialist Republic first. However, it will not be necessary to have all these guys redeployed there, mostly because, and I still don't know which division is the one that's not being assigned to anywhere. This one, 4th Illinois National Guard. Actually, 4th Illinoisan National Guard, because they're already going somewhere. Okay. See, I can probably defeat the Mexican Socialist Republic with the divisions I've got available, because I've only got up to 19 divisions, and they've been in constant warfare with the government of Mexico, so they're probably very weak, sort of weakened by the war. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'd bet on it that they're weakened, so I can actually probably just justify on them too. And am I justifying on you? Good, I am. 25 days, and probably 25 days as well for social... Oh no, actually 40 days. Interesting. How about infantry into tank? Just in case we ever encounter someone with actual armor. We can do Women's Auxiliary, which is going to increase our manpower at the cost of a little bit of the production bonus of... okay, I'll talk about that later. At the cost of the production bonus that Women Workers gives, which is 20%. It's only 10% with Women's Auxiliary, but also political power gain down for some manpower, and manpower is always very nice. Now, for the naval research, I believe at this point it is time to go for the battleships, because we're going to need that as quickly as possible. The main reasoning behind it is because whenever I play with a little bit of Navy stuff, it always ends up happening that sort of something bad happens with my actual carrier fleet, and then the enemy battleships manage to get very close to them and just smash them. So I just want to avoid that from happening. Now, let's actually go see what happened in India. Now, the British Raj has capitulated, and it looks like to Siam, which is interesting, especially as Siam is actually getting invaded by the British. So Bangkok is actually under British control. So as they take sort of a beating in their own homeland, they just take over casually India, which is very interesting. Now let's actually go see what's happening in World War II, which is, I'm guessing, oh, Tennessee-Alabama War. What the fuck? Oh, this is mainly because Tennessee got destroyed, so there's a war that was going on and it's still going on. Okay. Oh yeah, right, I remember. I now remember. Okay, so this... Oh, actually, World War II is the Soviet-Finnish War. Okay, interesting. And yeah, the British Raj capitulated. So how much does Siam actually have towards... only 6%. Must have been a lot towards the British Raj. That's all kind of cool, but... yeah, actually 50% for the Soviets. Not really doing too much on the part of the other allies. Now, let's go. We do have the justification. So we'll just declare. And we'll just let the AI handle it. Even though the AI isn't doing anything. Because fuck the AI. So we'll just do everything manually, as usual. We'll take Seattle, which is not the capital, but we're going to have to take Seattle anyway if we want to have their capitulation, because it's probably their largest industrial hub. In fact, it's got 23 unlocked slots, whereas their capital only has 9. So that's going to be crucial to actually gaining supremacy over them. Illinois-Alabama War. It's been going on forever. So we've actually taken the capital, and there they go. So we're going to stop the planning, or rather stop the execution of the plan, and redeploy all of our troops. Okay, Al-Mutana, Iraq, whatever the hell that means. Now, we'll take all states in Washington. Don't even need to look. Cool diplomats don't look at peace conferences. Al-Mufana, Iraq. Okay, Rashid Ali Al-Gailani is their leader. And yeah, looks pretty decent. I mean, they're gonna get completely demolished by... actually, they don't border any allied states. They've got Vichy France and Iran, which is not in the Allies. It's neutral still. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. Now, let's... oh, they're still redeploying. Let's wait until they redeploy and they get all their planning bonus ready to actually make our assault. Now, let's deploy some more aircraft just to be safe. And just to be boring as well. Man. The micromanagement for planes in this game sometimes. Capital ship effort. Let's actually go and check out the national foci. Capital ship effort should be followed by these two efforts, or no, fighter focus, because we can probably... oh, we've got an even closer airfield, good. We'll go for... yeah, well, 6,000 fighters, nothing too weird. And then we'll deploy some close air supports, and then we'll declare war. I'm actually going to start doing 100s, because the micromanagement is really starting to get on my nerves. Holy shit! Well, there's someone just... like below my window there's a road, and so there's someone just driving by with a car, and they've got like their dog in the car, and the dog is sticking his head out the fucking mirror. And so yeah, there was a really weird scene over there. Wish you would have been able to see it. Some crazy shit going down. Now, okay, seems good. We'll declare war. That's gonna get us against Cuba and right, Costa Rica. We'll deassign from AI control and make our own offensive moves. Actually, in this area, we've got some pretty damn shitty troop deployment sort of stocked up, but it should be fine. Then someone else should do that. Someone should do that. And do that. And at the same time, we'll push in from over here. And we'll push in from here. And in the south, we should do this. And just move to the coast. We'll surround this city, San Francisco. They probably got some kind of troops over there, so we want to deal with those as quickly as possible. We'll leave one motorized division. Actually, it's very important that we leave this one over here to defend the airfield, just because we don't want our air force to be disrupted in any way. Then we'll try to surround Los Angeles. Why is the city not on the urban tile? That's weird. And then we want to invade from here as well. Like this, we'll go for Phoenix. And then we'll have our armor division just charge down the desert and take this area. As well, we want to attack from over here to make sure these two divisions aren't going to do anything weird. Seems okay. Yes, 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 they've declared war. See what happens up here. Already an overrun, which is great. Now, Carrier Naval Bomber 2, we could go for... no, actually nothing in the air tree. We could go for nukes. Yep, we're gonna go for nukes. These guys will continue to advance. So we're gonna be able to actually surround them. Synthetic oil, just to get the rubber, and we'll get the rockets as well, why not? So synthetic oil, let's actually go and construct a little bit of that. We'll just make bunch of refineries. I wish there was a way to actually just like build in all eligible states. That would definitely help out in these kinds of situations where there's just so much stuff to build. But it's still important to actually build those synthetic refineries because this will give us a lot of rubber that we need. Not all the rubber we need. That would be a little bit too much, actually. Because we probably need like hundreds of rubber to continue producing at the kind of rate that we're doing right now. But, that's fine. We don't really need all that stuff anyway. So let's actually get that going. Don't worry, I'm just as bored as you are watching this. And I'm even the one having to sort of get myself a carpal tunnel by clicking all the way. Now, so these guys are done. They are trying to sort of reconnect themselves, but will not allow that at all. We'll keep moving in the south, like this. Get to that river. Now these guys are moving here. No, these guys will move like this. These guys will move like this. Whereas in the north, we'll make sure to finish off all these guys who are pretty stuck right now. Actually, these guys are trying to attack our flanks. Will not allow that at all. And over here we can make a secondary push. Seems fine. Good. Not really sure. Oh, okay. They were being overrun. Then we'll do that. These guys will prevent them from reacquainting themselves with their friends. And over here we'll cut off Yucatan Peninsula. Just in case there's any Mexican troops down here, even though I doubt it. I can actually invite someone to faction. Peru. Fine. Over here we've got a lot of divisions ready to attack, and these divisions are also pretty ready to attack, so we'll just have the AI redeploy them. They're actually trying to get their troops out by boat, it looks like, which is pretty interesting. These guys will take that airfield. So San Francisco is ours. We're actually going to have to redeploy a garrison to hold it. Los Angeles, they're trying to evacuate. We won't allow that. Well, actually we will, it appears. And we'll just attack through here, whereas you will attack like this, and you will do that. You guys will attack and take care of them, and just move through like that. We'll also redeploy to forward airfields with our Air Force. Now, this airfield has 1,000, which is excellent. Get these guys working their way towards the airfield. These guys as well. Also, yeah, we'll probably get over the limit. However, it's fine. This has also got 400, which means that we're gonna have everyone. But actually, no. Select all except you. Good. Mexican Socialist. Okay, it's the same war. Now, I thought for 1 second that they were gonna call me against, like, Canada or something. We'll try to reach the capital before the Mexicans do, but it's unlikely. Now, actually, these guys are all trapped down here in Yucatan, so we'll just move on through. We'll get all these guys ready to advance. We'll let the AI take care of that, at least for now. Making sure at the same time that they don't do anything stupid, which is a pretty hard task considering it's the AI. These guys are surrounded. Excellent. Just finish them off like that. We'll go ahead and take that port as quickly as possible. We've got some free dockyards. And we'll get them producing the next carrier class. And they'll go in the Illinois Empire Fleet 1. This carrier is going to be complete in December. So in December, we're going to... Really? Okay. So once in December it's complete, we'll actually switch it around to carrier free. Because we've got the new models researched. So our armored will actually just continue down, get this area. In the meantime, we're gonna arrange for these divisions to actually join the fight, because they're not doing that, which is annoying. And then we'll have some garrisons. Oh, we've already got Marines, which is bugged. Okay. We're also gonna arrange for some garrisons to garrison that's what they do. The West Coast. Where's the port? Looks like here. Okay. Then these 4 garrisons will go here, 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 and here. We're also actually gonna build a few more garrisons, because soon enough we'll have more territory to guard. So we'll train them and add maybe like 8 garrisons to our inventory. Now, we've got some paratroopers and some marines. Now, I'm not really sure who I should give them to. Probably this guy, though. This guy is commanding some just random motorized infantry up here, but he's a really good general, so I'll switch him out for a new commander. And I'll give the guy the command of the Special Forces, aka Marines and Paratroopers. And then I'll send him off to New Orleans, which is going to be our main naval... Fuck light cruisers. Light cruisers should go over here. Actually, light cruisers can switch to the next level. Yeah, I don't care about the days of production. And they will go for Fleet 1, which is this fleet, which is what I want them to be. Now, I do have, however, 29 submarines, and I feel like that's enough to start some convoy raiding. I doubt that the navies of the Caribbean Sea, where there's enemies of Illinois that have to be destroyed, will be too hard to sort of demolish. Now I'll just have another production line of destroyers, and then I would really like a production line of battleships. However, I will have to wait for that, so another production line of carriers will be good. Now these guys, we'll send them off to the south, to Mexico, along with these guys. So we've got a fair amount of planes, strategic bombing, and a lot of air support. Or he's starting to bomb their troops, which is good. Well, actually we can... Oh no, these guys won't be surrounded because they're all enemies anyway. So we're going for Chihuahua, and then we will stop, actually, just to have our troops regroup in a sort of semi-organized way. Mass destruction, good. So air doctrine's finished. Let's actually continue with the submarine tree of the naval doctrines. Good. So the Mexican socialists are finished in terms of troops, troop count at least. So we'll get them all huddled up in one army and give them a planning order. Also, Yucatan is ours, so we'll get the new armor division up in here as well. And there's actually a random Mexican division over here. Let's just finish them off really quickly. Actually, they are in a very, very terrible... Okay, good. Let's edit that. And I feel like I'm going to end the part right here. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you're enjoying Illinois. Next time we will finish off Mexico, finish off Texas, and these guys finish off Nebraska, which is the last along with the Texan Alliance, the last independent American state, and then look to Latin America. We'll just run over a few countries over here, and then after that, we'll look for Canada, but that's probably going to be in a couple parts. And then after that, it's on to Europe and Africa. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.